It's all going to start with an idea, Capricorn. The idea that I'm talking about, it's not only going to come to you once, twice, but three actual times this month. My gorgeous Capricornians, pay attention to what is going to happen on the 5th of March 2022. Pay attention to what is going to happen on the 15th of March 2022. And pay attention to what is going to happen on the 25th of March 2022. You're going to be able to see something. You're going to be able to recognize something. But the bottom line here is it's all going to lead towards the one specific thing, an idea. These three things are all going to be completely different, but all these three things are at the same time going to point towards the certain idea that now it's the time for you to take this on. It's time for you to start moving on with your life. And although you're not going to be kind of like completely certain how you're going to do this, how you're going to reach that significant stage and significant part of your life, but what is going to take place on the 31st of March 2022 is going to answer huge, massive, enormous, giant question. After that moment in time, you will know exactly what to do. The waiting game is over. Your life is about to start moving on, but at the same time, it's about you giving credit to yourself. It's about you realizing what exactly your role is on this earth. Every single one of us has got like a very, very specific role to fulfill. There is so much more to this life than it meets the eye. And you, most importantly, know this, my gorgeous Capricornians, because you understand a lot about the life, you understand a lot about the actual afterlife, you understand a lot about multiple dimensions we live in. So there is a tremendous power within us. We just must not ever let anyone to tell us what to do, how to think, and most importantly, do not waste prolonged amount of times and waste your energy towards things that don't make sense. I'm not saying that you are wasting your energy and doing this on daily basis, but you will be able to establish exactly which part of your life was becoming a big mama, but a rather big dark mama. It was draining your energy. To some of you, again, you're going to be completely surprised, but some of you are just going to have a really massive confirmation about something that you already knew. So it's about just finding out where some kind of the energy and the very negative and dark influence from the outside managed to merge within your vibration. This in itself is going to become a miraculous experience when it comes to you finding out something so important about yourself. But then again, you will never ever want to make the same mistake again. You have learned something so important through the actual last 36 months, and that in itself is going to become evident, and that in itself is going to become the new starting point for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's for March 2022. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's for March 2022. Your number this month is number 51. This is a very powerful number, but it also means that you are going to have an important idea. This is all about the idea. And this idea, it's automatically going to make you feel like a very much so, as soon as you focus on this, it's just going to make you feel very vibrant. And this is how you will know, oh, there is something here, I need to do this. And it's also going to help you to reconnect with the part of yourself that was really away from you for a while, from your own conscious existence. So it's all about you coming out of yourself, but at the same time realizing realizing, how you're going to recognize that these ideas are really special, because this is going to be a homecoming time to you, and yet to remind you what specifically you are very kind of good about, what you're very unique about, what do you like doing, what do you like to do in your life, to to kind of express yourself, what do you like enjoy doing. Lots of vibrations are going to be kind of leading you towards something very specific that you need to take on the next level, on the next stage in your life. At the same time, this is going to give you like a willpower, and it's also going to give you that much needed self-confidence, that was maybe affected over the last 4 to 6 months, not because you did something wrong, but there were lots of things that were like kind of weird and strange and unusual around you, and that was just really draining your energy. It's completely natural, it's normal, but now it's time to come above that. Now it's time to come on top, and to very strictly, very importantly, carry on with your life, carry on with those things that means to you, carry on with those things that matter to you, because this is the only way to preserve your energy and your vibration and to keep things going. You are, my God, going to be reminded so much yet again at around the 12th of March 2022 about something very crazy, something very unusual, something really bizarre. You're going to become aware, you're going to see this, and you're going to wonder how other people don't see this type of thing. Just use this wiseness and understand that you're one of the chosen ones, you're one of the special ones, you're one of the unique ones, you're the one who understands a lot above lots of other people. Make the most of it. Make aware people maybe who are very close to you and important to you of the things that you know, and this is exactly what you need to do, apart from like a pretty much understanding that you have got a very specific key that you need in order to unlock a very important door in your life. And which door I'm talking about is going to be pretty much so evident on the 27th of March 2022. Step through, baby. Walk through. Walk forward. If you don't jump in the water, you're never going to learn how to swim. One of my favorite sayings, I'm saying yet again because it's so relevant here, like there is no tomorrow. So your creativity is going to be your answer. Your uniqueness is going to be your power. Your passion, Sasha. No, your passion, it's also going to be your very strong indication and power. Which specific part of your life do you need to follow, but most importantly, where you need to put more energy in, more energy towards. So wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, it's just going to be obvious that you need to bring a little bit more in, and it's going to come in a form of the actual learning, and you will know exactly what I mean. On another hand, you're gonna feel like it's time to head into in a new direction, because there is a very specific clarity that you are going to have at around the 22nd of March as well. Clarity on your life purpose. And my gorgeous Capricornians, come on, man, in your heart, you will know what to do. This is going to make you feel so much happier. This is going to make you feel like you're doing something huge, something big, something important. Not only this is going to bring a happiness to you, but it's also going to bring a big change into your home, into your living environment, and it's going to reflect on those people that are so important to you at the same time. I absolutely love it. You need to understand that this is the highly powerful time when it comes to karma. Karma mama coming in and saying like, hey, you're gonna be pretty much so challenged in such a way where you're gonna feel very kind of, it's gonna happen out of the blue. Somebody who was a little bastard to you like in your past, somebody who maybe affected you like emotionally, maybe a bit of a lava, jabba, like lava, Mr. Lava. God, where am I going to? Sorry. So basically, maybe it was somebody who hurt you in the past, but it's pretty much so suddenly, just out of the blue, you're not going to be able to tell where this is coming from. That person is going to kind of appear in your life, in your mind, and you're going to feel, oh, that little bastard, or like, that little horrible person, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. You can think like that maybe almost immediately until you recognize who that person is, but there is a very strong sign there that you have to let something go. There is some kind of blame that is attached to it that you most certainly, most importantly, you need to let go. But above that, you need to forgive something as well at the same time. Forgive. I know, forgive and forget. I know it's easy for me to say, but then again, it's not about them. It's about you releasing yourself from that situation. So when you find yourself thinking about somebody who did something naughty to you, like some while back, some times back, then at the same time, this is a very strong indication for you to forgive and forget, because it's a karmic time. So if you do this, it is just basically going to also kind of start the process of your own personal improvement. Within the next 2 days later, you are gonna receive a very important message, which is gonna reflect on your own development when it comes to the next stage of your life. So to some of you, this is going to be like a promotion, and to some of you, this is going to be like a maybe getting a job that you wanted. To some of you who are retired, you will be able to do something that you wanted to do for a while now. So this is why this is going to be so important, because it's about your own development and you making it happen. Making it manifest and happen, much quicker, much sooner, by kind of responding to that karmic challenge. So you see how complex the situation can be when it comes to us being able and being wise and mature enough to forgive and forget to something or someone from our past. You're going to be reminded, and this is going to be your own opportunity, for your own promotion in life. You will be able to recognize and see after 2 days as well outcome of the past efforts that you wouldn't normally be recognized before. And this is most certainly going to be the time, the sign that you are going through your own personal rebirth, because the delays and frustrations that you felt so far when it comes to the certain aspects of your life are kind of going to make sense. Why did you go through them, you see? So it's all kind of going to lead towards you being able to kind of connect the dots, as much as you possibly can. And also, I really like it because I just like you kind of breaking out of something really negative. It's to do with the illusion of being trapped, You basically just kind of need to understand that, it's about you need to take the actual responsibility, for the certain situation, and then make choices to support your path to happiness. This is something that you need to remember, but also at the same time, it's very strongly highlighted to pay attention to the addictions, because the certain addiction is going to become obvious, and what this addiction is something that you need to work on, because at the same time you're going to have the power in order to make something out of it, in order to stop it, in order to come out of it, but it's just all about us feeling such a strong connection with your subconscious mind, with your body, which is going to be kind of like a really pretty much so be pointing towards the parts of your body that you should be paying attention to. And also in terms of addictions, this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because at the same time you're going to have the actual relevant power to do something really magical about it. On another hand, what I also like, my gorgeous Capricornians, when it comes to this month, it's about an absolutely excellent opportunity. It's about to present itself, and I'm so happy about it. And the opportunity that is going to present itself, it's going to come in a form of a very happy, good news. When you receive this happy and good news, you're going to at the same time be aware of this, like pretty much so an excellent opportunity which is going to present itself. And it's going to be connected to the certain, like a kind of a new area of study. So wherever you are, whatever you're trying to do, you will know exactly what is missing in your life. But in order to get there, you will need to reconnect in such a sense to kind of learn more about it. So the new area of study that you need to become a part of, it's absolutely going to become evident by the end of March 2022, which is at the same time going to make you feel very strong. It is going to give you strength, courage. It is going to give you the control over situation yet again. And I like it because it's going to reflect on your energy, determination, and also you will know that you will make a really huge, massive, enormous accomplishment in your life. You will be able to feel this. You will be able to tell this, because every single part of your body, every single part of your every single part of your being, every single part of your spirit and soul is going going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be shining really brightly, and it's going to feel like you haven't felt in a long time. So this feeling and this vibration is going to be undeniable. You're not going to be able to ignore this, because yet again you will feel something that you haven't felt, like, my God, in a while. So this is the path that you will want to be part of. This is the path that you will want to walk on. This is the path that you will want to take. And as soon as you go on that path, you're still going to think, oh yeah, it's just one path. But the more you're on this path, the more opportunities you're going to become aware of. The things that don't make sense are still not going to make sense, but you will know that they're not good or evil, they're negative, they're dark. You will want to stay away from them. And the only way to stay away from these things is to follow your intuition. Just remember, when the down is up, when the up is down, the only way to hold a balance for us to keep going and stay in the middle, okay? Keep the level, keep going forward, and this is the only thing that you can do. By doing this, you're creating your own life, and your light and life, and your light and life, and the more you do this, the more lighter things around you are going to become. So it's pretty much so going to take you out of the dimension that you no longer want to be in. It's brilliant. When it comes to the actual nutrition and things like that, my gorgeous Capricornians, I really want to say again, now it's the time to pay attention to boost your immune system. It is very important to do so indeed. I strongly recommend what I said before, organic acerola cherry powder. It's a natural source of vitamin C, and it's a big mama when it comes to these things, because it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. It's not only about boosting your immune system, but it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. At the same time, alongside natural vitamin D3, natural vitamin K2, and the natural zinc as well. All these products, they need to be natural, and also all these products I recommend to take together with the food, like every single day, and you will see a few days later it's not only going to boost your immune system, but it's just the supplements that you need to be taking in order to feel so much better. It's going to reflect on your longevity, it's going to reflect on your energy, and it's even going to help you to concentrate as well. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm going on the first date that it's going to be quite important. But before I go there, check how beautiful and gorgeous this new pendant is. This is the part of my new line again. Look at these gorgeous colors. This is so unique, and these are not as easy to get hold of. It's called the Suji stone, and it generates positivity, positive energy. It increases our vibration almost instantly. In fact, as soon as you touch this stone, you just feel the vibration. It's very powerful, and it brings the inspiration. It helps you to stay on the right path. It's against negative emotions and situation, and it relieves stress, establish peace of mind and emotional healing at the same time. So throughout March and April, every single time when you feel kind of uncertain, and every time when you feel like the energy is drained, and every time when you're like dealing with like a kind of difficult people and difficult situation, or like kind of unusual people and unusual situation that kind of can take over very easily by imposing their like a horrible opinion on us that we just don't agree with, but they want us to think in their way. This is brilliant because it helps you to stay true to yourself. It helps you to make sense of nonsensical situations. So this is something I highly recommend you to wear throughout March and April 2022. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that. Thank you. So the 1st of March, my gorgeous Capricornians, I like this. I really like this. I like this. I like this. Do you know what? Because this is how you're gonna feel. Because it's about you waiting for something. I don't know what you're waiting for. No more waiting, my gorgeous Capricornians. No more waiting. The new leaf, it's about to open. The new book, new page, new leaf, it's about to open. The new life, it's about to start on the very first day of March 2022, where you are going to receive a very important news, very important information, and this is gonna be pretty much so connected to justice. This is gonna bring you proper balance, which is to do with the harmony and healing And you're going to find this very much so very rewarding, and you're going to find this rewarding in so many different ways, because it's going to highlight the very much so sincere desire. Very much so sincere desire is going to be highlighted, but then somebody with the good intentions you're going to become aware of, it's also going to be playing an important role, because that person with good intentions, through them you're going to get like some kind of very interesting advice, which is going to kind of put you in a bit of an indecisive moment, but then you are pretty much so going to make a very important decision in between the 1st and the 10th of March 2022. This in itself is going to bring you one of the biggest accomplishments of your life, and I hope that you're listening, and I hope that you're paying attention, because this is very important. This is going to bring you the worldly power, one of the biggest accomplishments of your life. It's not only about your own confidence, but it's about your own stability. This is going to reflect on basically on your whole kind of like on all the people that mean to you. It's going to bring the happiness to like the whole like family and the people around you, you know, who really loves you. It's going to be very proud of you after this moment in time. It's going to take a time, but these are only the beginning stages. So most certainly you need to pay attention to this, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. But at the same time, you need to be aware of the fact that you need to be patient. You know that this is to do with the waiting, but then at the same time you have to be really optimistic and you have to be patient. It's all about the harmony that's coming in and bringing together into perfect union, bringing things together into perfect union when it comes to management in your life, when it comes to compatibility. Adjustment is going to be absolutely evident here, but also very important omen, very important sign. In between the 1st, 2nd and the 3rd of March 2022, there is going to be very important omen that you are going to have. This omen is going to make you aware that you are on the right path when it comes to accomplishment, when it comes to finances, when it comes to personal security. And the omen is going, of course, the omen is going to come in the form of a little bird. So you will see a little bird, and there is something, not little necessarily, maybe it's going to be a crow, maybe it's going to be raven, maybe going to be secretary bird, maybe it's going to be, I don't know, it could be like any bird, so I shouldn't really say little bird, but you will see the bird, and that, maybe it's going to be in the window, maybe it's going to be in the garden, but you will know that there is something going to be quite unusual about it, because in itself you'll be like, why did I notice this, and then you will know that something is quite unusual, and that bird is going to be your sign that you're on the right path. And that bird is also going to be your sign to pay attention when it comes to your future planning. At around that time you were thinking about future, you were thinking about something, when it comes to you, this present moment in time, but your future. And there is this stupid little blockage, darkish little blockage that you're going to feel. And that bird is going to help you to reconnect with yourself and make a very strong connection with yourself and your immediate future. So it's about the future planning, that you should do it, you should go for it, you should follow it through. This is very important, because it's going to bring you stability, it's going to bring you success, it's going to bring you happiness, it's going to help you to bring the weirdness out of you. It's how it should be. Who cares what other people think? Who cares what other people do? Who cares what other people think, the way we act? It's all about something very unique coming out of you. But at the same time, it's just all about the future planning, and it's all about like having this plan and feeling it and knowing it and feeling a strong connection that you didn't feel in a long time. You will be able to see what you didn't see. One little element is going to change everything, Your 3rd psychic eye is going to be like absolutely wide like this, like the one that you're actually looking at things, So very, very good, my gorgeous Capricornians. Very complex indeed. Now, it's going to be very strong and very powerful process within the next 24 months. Within the next 24 months, your life is just going to be like, oh my God, it's all going to be about what's going to be happening on the 1st of March, and that path and this realization, it's all going to be very strongly connected, and that is going to be absolutely obvious to you. Another thing I was going to recommend you, this gorgeous green moss agate. Look at how gorgeous this pendant is. This is also my brand new line, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can actually holding it, and you can feel this powerful energy and vibration just just by touching it. My goodness, you know, it helped me so much to rejuvenate myself right now when I speak, because it helps you to reconnect with your spirit, with your soul. It helps you to kind of reconnect with your own vision. It helps you to open your mind. It helps you to come out of yourself. It helps you to dream again. It helps you to make the most of all the most of like the so many different like kind of like dimensions that we actually live in. But also at the same time, it helps you to concentrate. March and April 2022, a lot is going to be going on. So this baby, every single time when you need to concentrate, every single time when you need to be sharp, every single time when you need to respond the right thing, every single time when you're dealing with important people, every single time when you're dealing with important situations. And it's also when you're dealing with people that are so strong and negative with their own energy, they just like really impose their own way of thinking on us without us even realizing it at the time. So when we leave, we are like, oh yeah, I should have said this, I should have said that. So this green moss agate really helps you to kind of like pay attention to your own vibration and to not kind of like go off your own path. This gorgeous pendant comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, I have to say that. Okay, so thank you very much. The second important date, my gorgeous Capricornians, is going to be on the 11th of March. Now, on the 11th of March is just somebody who's very much so important in your life, somebody who is like somebody who you really look up to, somebody who's very like, kind of like intelligent, emotionally intelligent, emotionally gentle, but also at the same time, as much as they're emotionally intelligent, they're emotionally powerful, and they understand so much about life, but then don't come across like it. So it's like somebody who's very gentle, emotionally powerful and intelligent, but they don't come across like how much they actually hold it within themselves when it comes to their own spirituality. Who is this, my gorgeous Capricornians? Because this person is somebody who's like a very much so consistent in your life. They will tell you something, and that is going to kind of start a certain interest within you and something else, but it's going to require the further conversation, and the further conversation you have about it, the more it's going to help you to come out of yourself, and also it's going to make you kind of feel like, you know what, I just want to start changing this, I want to start changing that. You will feel like you want to clear away the old in order to make a way for the new. So it's all about this alteration that you're going to make, and while you're making these alterations, you're also going to start the process of self-illumination, and something is going to come up. Something is going to come up like that you are in self-denial about, and that, my gorgeous Capricornians, is going to play a giant role in you also, on one hand making a very important change in your life, realizing what you need to sacrifice in form of readjustment, which is going to lead towards regeneration, rebirth. And also it's going to highlight the part of your life that you're so bored, you just don't want this in your life. So it's going to help you to remove yourself from that, like you're going to establish where the energy was like kind of flowing out of you. So you were focusing on something very negative and dark. Maybe you were aware of it, maybe you weren't, but this is going to be the whole new element that is going to become, oh la la, and this was also draining my energy, you know. Oh my god, I didn't even realize I was reading about this, I was reading about that while I was reading in the middle. You know, you're going to find out like a new way that your energy was drained, and this is only going to confirm more things to you. But also the 11th of March, it's gonna pretty much so going to make you aware of like a pretty a little unknown danger, and that unknown danger, it's also just gonna come through at the right moment in time, because it's going to just like kind of gonna confirm things for you even more, even further. What exactly in your life you should be avoiding no matter what. The third date, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's going to be on the 31st of March 2022. So the 31st of March 2022, it's like you know, it's like a pretty much so gonna start with like a bit of like a conflicting influence, you know, like a little bit of a conflict and a conflicting influence, you know, in between you and somebody else. And then that conflicting influence is actually going to be superb, because it's going to make you realize that you have got the key, you have got some kind of answer here. You will be able to give a credit to yourself and how wise you were so far, how clever you were so far, how smart you were so far. And this doesn't really kind of surprise me, because you're Capricornian, so you understand things from all around the place, all around the levels. You're very complex in a very beautiful way. So if you know that something is wrong, you will just know something is wrong, you know. You're looking at someone and you know something is wrong with him. You look at someone, something is wrong with her. You look at the situation, you knew it was wrong, like from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? So it's along those lines. So this influence, this conflicting influence that I'm talking about, it's also going to make you aware of your own uniqueness, but also it's going to bring you the very powerful key. You will recognize something that you didn't recognize before, in particular when it comes to the beginning of an ultimate change in your life. And this is all to do with your own capability being highlighted and being very rewarding to you at the same moment in time. So this is going to bring you success, but also at the same time it's to do with material attainment. It's to do with you finding yourself in an advantage, you know, through your own uniqueness. And also at the same time, this is going to bring you stability and a huge victory, because you will know that you will be able to avoid like a very unnecessary difficulty in your life. So it's going to turn out to be a very much so, this is all going to turn out to be in your favor, and it's going to lead towards a very important moment in time. The 31st of March 2022 is going to show you the way. The 31st of March 2022 is going to show you the path. The 31st of March 2022, it's about to really pretty much so change your life, my gorgeous Capricornians. It's about you walking into a whole new dimension by realizing exactly which part of your life you must be more devoted to. You must put more energy towards. It's about offering more services and efforts towards a very specific goal. This is going to be an absolute life changer, game changer when it comes to you, because as soon as you focus on this, the more, you know, things that don't make sense are gonna not make sense even more, but the more the path that you're gonna find yourself, it's going to be highlighted. It's going to start rejuvenating things within you that haven't been rejuvenated in a long time. It's going to be difficult purely because, you know, you're very open-minded and you can understand quite a lot, but you must stay strong. You have to stay on top of things. We must stay strong. We must stay on top of things. Just remember that you're one of the chosen ones. You're the one who understands. You're the one who knows. Why you're the one who knows? Why you're the one who understands? This is not a coincidence, my gorgeous Capricornians, okay? You will be pretty much so reminded of that. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm just going to see briefly what is actually going to happen to you at the beginning of March, mid-March, and the last part of March. So the first part of March, you know, a lot is going to be going on, and lots of distractions are going to be going on in the first part of March. I'm not going to lie to you, but then at the same time, these distractions have nothing to do too much with you, but with you realizing and understanding what's happening around you, and just like kind of trying to stay sane, you know, no, in the best possible way. But at the same time, what I was going to say is just not to kind of like fail to recognize a very magical opportunity. You know, you need to make sure that you don't miss the point. What I'm talking about, that is going to be absolutely important, because you must not be lost in your own world, because this is the time to wake up. The mid part of March is just basically, just remember to wait for the perfect timing. Just remember, the mid-March, wait for the perfect timing. Wait for the perfect timing. Okay, and the last part of March, you know, there is also like, you need to kind of like, you're going to make a really important decision, and that is going to come from your subconscious mind, and you must not overanalyze the situation, because you know the answer to this. So don't waste your energy. Don't waste your energy in order to try to overanalyze the situation that you already know. It just has to come from here. It needs to come from, you need to follow your spirit, because you just basically kind of like don't overanalyze the situation, because what you're going to do at the end of March, you are are going to plant certain seeds when it comes to the actual manifestation. So the last 7 days of March are really big and really powerful when it comes to you understanding that you must be as optimistic as you can when it comes to your next step and when it comes to your next stage of your life. But also you need to remember to give a credit to yourself where you have been successful, what you are good at, what do you want to take on the next stage, what do you want to take on the next level of your life. This is all going to be evident. This is all going to be important. This is all going to be an integral part of this. You know that the actual June and July 2022 are going to be really unusual in the best possible way, because there are certain things that are going to happen then and there that you did not plan, you did not think about, but they're going to be really good. In fact, your life is going to be pretty much so completely different to what you would imagine, but in the best possible way. But the actual March is the key. Just remember, you have got the answer, my gorgeous Capricornians, okay? Very important. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in a relationship. Oh my God. You see, there's some kind of devilish person is about around your partner. So this is to do with those of you in relationship. You need to establish who this is. Your partner is like kind of feeling that someone is not being honest, and your partner is absolutely right. And you're going to become absolutely aware of who this is. And this is just the beginning, but in the best possible way, because that is going to be like a little last drop that is going to kind of make the glass overflow, and this is important because someone's mask is going to be fallen, and your partner is going to become aware of it, you are going to become aware of it, but it's important to not to overreact. What you're going to see, what you're going to become aware of, it's important not to overreact. Do not show your feelings, do not show your emotions, you or your partner, against that other person or other group of people. But this is going to be a clear sign that it's time to move on. It's time to think about different ventures, and it's also time to start continue something with your life, because the certain progress and process got stuck, and now this is going to be a sign, you know what, I'm not going to have none of this anymore, and exactly this is going to be brilliant, exactly this is going to be what you should be doing. So it's going to help, it's going to be really beneficial for both of you, because it's going to help you to start kind of like moving on with your life, because something got stuck in the process, the certain plan. So by the time you get to the actual 28th of March is going to be really important for the couples, because the plan is just going to help you so much to come out of something really dark, but at the same time it's going to help you to make sense of things by bringing light into your life, and by continuing with something so important to both of you. So now, for those of you who are single and ready to Capricornius in the morning, my gorgeous Capricornius, there is someone really interesting that is about to walk into your life. You're going to feel something that you haven't felt for a long time, and that person is going to be slightly different to what you would normally go for. But this is going to be a direct sign how much you have spiritually evolved, and I really like it. And there is something going to be so delicious about this person, and this person is almost immediately going to become your rock without even knowing that person, without even getting to know that person. There is so much that you're going to feel about that person that you've never felt before, kind of, So it's important because it's going to kind of give you the hope. It's going to bring you that balance. It's going to make you feel excited again. And you will not even have a kissy or anything just yet with that person. You're just going to look at that person. There's going to be such a strong connection. And I like it. And you're both not going to be able to take your eyes off each other, type of thing. And you're going to be keep on going to the certain place, certain spot where you're going to be keep on seeing each other. And every time you see each other, that person is going to bring a bit more warmth, in your spirit, in your soul. You know, you're gonna feel a bit of vavavoomish, you know, you're gonna feel like stranger in the night, Capricornius in the morning, na 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 na, stranger in the night. You're gonna feel like ooh la la, all sorts of butterflies. So this is my thing that I wanted to say to you, my gorgeous Capricornians. I really like it, and it's gonna happen at the time when you become aware of this certain opportunity. But these are only the beginning of that certain opportunity that you're gonna become aware of, and it's to do with your advancement. It's to do with you going on the next step. It's to do with you breaking out. It's to do with like coming out of yourself. It's to do with you kind of like really realizing there is an important opportunity that is gonna come up for you, and that opportunity that is gonna come up for you, it's also gonna happen at around the time when that person comes into your life. I really like it because, you know, it's just gonna start making your life a bit more playful, and this is exactly what you need at this moment in your life. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.